Hello, ladies and gentle bros. Welcome back to another episode on the Blue SMP. My name is Blue, and this right here is my SMP for me, my longtime viewers, and future Patreons. Today, we have a lot of action to do today. Today, we are not gonna be building. Well, maybe a little bit of building, but we'll get to that later. Something that I kind of forget about in this game, especially when I start new worlds, I've played this game so much, I kind of forget about part of it. Parts that a lot of people would think is very, very important. The actual gameplay and progression. I'm still rocking iron armor. I've been in the Nether for like maybe 30 seconds. I haven't been to the end yet. The world's almost 1,000 days old. I've just been building. And I'm pretty happy with the building we've done. I mean, those trees, I think they're growing on me. I think I'm starting to enjoy the trees I have created. I think they look nice. I still kind of want to burn them all down and start over, but we're not going to do that because that's a massive waste of time. But, oh man, we're not going to do any building, which is weird. Well, maybe a little bit, as I already said. And we are also planning for the future. I want this to be kind of like a spawn hub, obviously. So up there is where they start in. They spawn there. They gain their bearings. And then I want access to other areas in the world. So I've used this lodestone. And I need someone to tell me how this thing works. Okay, so this is Vanilla Tweaks. Alright. Has put the northeast southwest thing on it, but I'm a little uncertain on how that works. This has an S. Does that mean this direction is south, or does it mean that this direction is south? I believe I've went with this direction is south over here, so I've made something cool. We have made or started a tunnel to the Southlands. That is right. All the way through, it takes you all the way to the south area, and it says future on the sign right here because eventually I want a really cool looking tunnel going through there. It's gonna be a lot bigger. We're not gonna get that done yet because that's gonna take a lot of work and time to do, but I've done that for several other areas. All right, we have one to take you to the jungles, the Westlands, because we're in such a grove kind of area where like there's all these mountains and stuff. To make it easier for people to travel, we'll have those. And we have... Where is it? I forgot where it's at. We have... Where is that tunnel? Where... I have another... There it is, there it is, there it is. We have... Not a tunnel, but a passage to the shopping district. That's right. I don't think I talked about it last episode. I've decided that we have a shopping district and I've marked out an area. This is important for other Blue SMP people, if you're on the server. There is kind of a birch line going around what is the shopping area. The line goes to the river over there, and to the river over there, and that is the shopping area. And people have already put up shops. CLC has a shop over here. And I believe Renki is working on a shop, which I talked about last episode. I really want some shops because I want to be lazy. So we may be spending some money here soon at the CLC's barge. We have to make the rules, unfortunately, as I am the owner of this realm and creator of the realm. I must make the rules because... A couple of things. I don't want to have to explain multiple times what the rules are to new people, and sometimes people need reminders. So, the rules, which is a reference to the Fairly Odd Parents, my bad. Don't steal, obviously. Don't grief. Only PvP if consent is given. At one point on an old SMP, I had PvP off. I got some complaints, so I have it on for this one, okay? Only PvP someone if they're okay with you PvPing them. The last thing I want is for this to turn into some PvP server. This is not what it is. It's a fun server for people to build together and have fun in. Not for people to go running around and killing people, taking their stuff, looting their bases. It's not for that, no. It's not one of those. There's plenty of those servers to go play on, to go PvP and steal from others. There's plenty of those. This is not one of those, okay? Next rule, be kind. Please, just be kind. Common sense. I should put common sense there too. Have common sense, be kind. If you think someone won't like something, then don't do it, obviously. Next one, must have permission to use farms. Alright, we have shops for a reason. If you just go steal from their farm, then what's the point of the shop? Unless they give permission to use the farm, then you're fine. But if you don't have permission, just don't do it. Especially if they have a shop for it. Don't go use their farm, because they have a shop for a reason. They've spent time building. Alright? And most importantly, have fun. Have fun while following these rules. It's not that hard. Just be kind, be cool to others. That's one of the boring things I have to do. But the next thing I would like to do might be a bit more interesting. Like I said, we're not doing much building today. We're going to start off, though, with some of the admin things that I kind of got to do. One of these things isn't exactly an admin thing, but it's something that I feel like would be fun to do and fun for others to see. So, let's make some maps. I am realizing two different things. This map's going to be a lot bigger than I anticipated. And leaves look really, really gross on maps. I did not realize that you can see the brown of the leaves everywhere. I had no idea. That looks really gross. I hope to get rid of those leaves someday now. But yeah, this map is going to be a bit more of a grind than I thought. But, you know, it'll be worth it, hopefully. So, things are starting to seem like a lot. Alright, here is what we are going to end with today with the maps, alright? Because this is going to be probably a bit of a bigger project than I expected. Okay, before anyone decides to comment it, yes, I know I could upgrade the maps to level 2 or level 3 or level 4 with a cartography table. But I'm not going to do it. Level 1 is my favorite map, because you can see like every little detail and I really, really like it. It's just more detailed, that's what it is, really. I'm feeling a bit inspired. At some point, I would like to make like a round building or something that's probably very naturey. Somewhere around here, maybe, and like has a dome at the top, but the whole entire floor is this map in here. Now, I'm not going to make it yet, okay? Like I said, we're not doing too much building today. But at some point, when we complete the map in here, which it is looking like it's going to take up a lot of space, then we will work on a building for it, because I feel like that'd be worth it. And it's just a really good way for people to see what's going on, really. Guys, I wouldn't do this if I did not enjoy it. I actually really enjoy making maps in Minecraft. Not like the pixel art stuff, but like just looking at the terrain and then updating it is probably also my favorite thing ever. Like, you know, breaking a map, letting it update. Oh man, it's so satisfying, especially after something big has been built. Oh man, it's so nice. But yeah, this is the map so far, and this is all we're gonna do for today. I might do a little bit more off camera, but that is it. We could probably spend several days working on that, but that's not gonna happen. It's gonna be nice to go a little bit slow and steady with that, and I need to probably make my own sugarcane farm. But now we're gonna move on to other things. We are going to make a Nether portal. That's right. The world's only been going on for 965 days, but it's finally time for us to make a Nether portal. And by the way, the best strat for mining the obsidian is to have an efficiency 5 pickaxe and this. Like that. Then watch this. Watch this. Whenever I mine this obsidian, and boom! See? It covers the next one. Easy peasy. Now, I gotta mine all this obsidian, unfortunately, so, give me a second, okay? Okay, I finally have the things that we need for the Nether portal. It took forever. I seriously need better gear. The plans for the Nether portal at spawn is this. We have this little crevice right here, and we're gonna make kind of a cave opening. And we're gonna take advantage of the space that we have terraformed over. So look all the way back here. I've done so much. Creeper, I've been getting mud over there. I've been just digging dirt over here, to be honest. All this space is just not being used. So maybe we should use a little bit of it and make a place for our nether portal. Now, I'm not gonna make it super fancy at the moment, but I just want to place it somewhere. So I'm thinking in my head how I want to do this is I want it to probably go this way, but I'm thinking we'll start right... Ooh, how far back do I want to go? What about right here? Right here. Boom. Now we're going to clear out a nice little area for it, which shouldn't take too long. Now, I want to do something different, okay? Something I've never done before, and it's a segment called Learning with Blue. That's right. I feel like nowadays, just naturally learning things about Minecraft is kind of a foreign thing unless it's like brand new updates. You see, back in my day of 2012, there was this book that was called the Survival Guide or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put a picture on screen. It was these books, and there's like one that had a pickaxe on it, and there's one that had redstone on it, there's one that had sword on it, and they taught you all these awesome things, and it was so cool. And you're like, you were one of the cool kids if you got it from the library at school. Now, I'm not quite sure if that's really a thing anymore, and if there was a book like that, how many of them would there be? Would the section about all the mobs be like 200 pages? Because there's just so much in the game right now. But there's certain things that Minecraft doesn't really teach you on its own. You kind of got to figure it out. One of those things being is how nether portals work. Now, obviously, most of you kind of know how this goes. You know, you light the portal, you go in, you look around. But I feel like a lot of people don't know how to properly put them where they should be going. So, I'm going to teach you guys how to do that. First things first, you want to get rid of all your good gear. I'm going to keep my diamond sword. I'm going to keep half my food and this axe and this obsidian. Okay. We're going to go in this portal and I'm going to bet money that it lands me at someone else's portal. I'm going to bet. Here we go. I told you. We are at CLC's nether portal. That's not the right portal, obviously. Why is it not the right portal, and why did it take me right here? Well, it took me right here because our nether portal is somewhere within all these blocks here. I didn't bring my pickaxe, but it's somewhere within the solid netherrack right here. And the game tries to be user-friendly, and the game will not spawn your portal at the exact coordinates that it should go at. It will spawn it in the nearest spot that isn't encased in netherrack, and the nearest spot that is not over lava. Which means that we have to mine to the spot where it should go, and then make a new portal where it should go. Which means we need to go get more obsidian. Oh, and of course, if you're wondering, yes, the portal will obviously take me to CLC's place. It'll not take me to my place, no matter what. So obviously, it's not a very handy nether portal if it's just gonna take me to CLC's place every time. So yeah, we gotta go get more obsidian though. Unfortunately, that is something I did not think about. But, you know, whatever, it's a bit of a pain. Ooh, there's an end chest. Yeah, let's go get some more obsidian. Now I have the obsidian needed for the next portal we're gonna make. But first thing we gotta do is math! Woohoo! Okay, so you're gonna step inside your portal, look at your coordinates, step out. I had -23, -7. What I like to do is I like to type it in right here, -23, -7. I really don't need to, that's a really small number. And by the way, you are going to ignore that middle number, okay? The middle number tells you how high you are in the world. But it doesn't really matter for nether portals unless you for some reason have nether portals that are on top of each other. Then maybe that matters, but I've never ran into that scenario. Next thing you're gonna do is you're gonna get out your phone. I know you all have phones. This is 2025. You're gonna get out your phone, you're gonna get out your calc. Calc is short for calculator. And then you're gonna do -24 divided by 8. 8 is the magic number. Why is 8 the magic number? Well, let me tell you. Alright? Let's walk 8 blocks in the overworld, okay? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. These 8 blocks that I just walked is equivalent to this many blocks in the Nether. See that? So that's why Nether portals are so handy, because this distance can easily be covered by just 1 block, and so on. Let's make 3 of these, 24 blocks I believe. You can cover that distance like that, and the Nether. It's really cool. So, negative 24 divided by 8 is negative 3. I did the calculation still. It's not that hard. And then the last number, this is where it gets a little weird, negative 7 divided by 8. I'm still going to do it for kicks and gigs, but it's pretty much just negative 1. So, we're looking at negative 3 and negative 1. We're going to go back into the Nether with those numbers in mind. Now, with those numbers in mind, we're going to go to that exact coordinate, which would be, let's see, so negative 3 was the first one. We need to go this way from CLC's portal. So we're actually looking at the last number first, because that's the one that we're moving at the moment. It would be negative 1 right here. Okay, now the first number, we have to get it to negative 3. It doesn't have to be perfect, okay? As long as it's somewhat close to it, you should be fine. Now, you can't be a huge amount of numbers off, because you gotta remember what we did in the overworld that is showing, okay? For every 8 equals 1 block here. So you can't be like 5 blocks off. It may do something a little funny, especially if there's other nearby portals, like CLC's, for example. But now, we're just gonna make another portal. Easy peasy. And I made this one too big. Jeez, what a professional. So boom, 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 boom. And then, whenever we go through this portal, it'll take us back to our portal at spawn, like so. Boom! There we are. Now we go back through it, it will not take us to CLC's portal. Watch. Boom! Just like that, we are back through here at the correct portal. Now, the next thing you're going to want to do, okay, this is very much required, especially on SMPs, okay? You're going to want to make a crafting table. You're going to want to make a sign, okay? And then you're going to want to take this sign all the way to the entrance to your tunnel that you have. And you're going to want to put spawn... Well, we are going to want to put I can't. Oh my goodness. Spawn portal. There we go. That's how you spell portal, right? I don't know. I can't spell. But yeah, that is right there. That's pretty much all you gotta do. Why you gotta make a sign is because you want people to know what the portal is and where it goes. And if your buddies want to visit you and they're all the way across the world like some of the other portals are, well, then they can find you a bit easier. I'm pretty sure that's not how you spell portal, but I have recording brain right now. That is very much a real thing. I could just end this recording, but I'm not, because I like to keep it real, dog. I'm gonna stop now. But I hope that was informational to some of you, at least, and I hope, you know, let me know if you read those books. Let me know if you read those Minecraft survival guide, Minecraft handbook, whatever it was back then, because oh my goodness, those things are so cool. I remember one kid, he owned the books. Now that is wild. Who actually owned the books? That's just next level crazy. My bed's not in here. But now, for the reason that I really need to go to the Nether, is to get quartz and XP. So, it's time to get that. Here we go.
We've been living in sin so long, all the fields are gone. Fella stopped me on the street last night, said everything's alright. Roller coaster, make it through the day, I'm right. It seems your meal ticket is gone, but life goes
gotta be freaking kidding me, man. This was supposed to be a super chillax montage, but this freaking game will not chillax. What the? What the heck, man? What the heck? Why do gas spawn so frequently? I don't understand it. I will never understand it. Let me explain, guys. Let me explain, okay? So, I was just doing my thing, mining quartz, and, you know, and then the gas spawns, and it's like, okay, whatever. Just a gas. It don't matter, right? I'll kill it. I did. Guess what happens? Another one spawns. Right in front of my freaking eyes. Dude, I'm not even joking. It is ridiculous. Like, I know it's a part of the game, but it just drives me crazy and makes me just not want to go into the Nether ever again. You know, I say it as, like, a joke, but I'm serious. I hate the Nether with a passion. I never want to go in there. And, you know, sometimes I get a little bit of confidence. Sometimes I get a little bit of confidence. Man, like, yeah, I'll go into the Nether. Surely you'd be fine. You know, I'm somewhat experienced at this game. Wrong. Okay? The first step that you guys saw, literally, there was 2 of them that spawned at the same time. I took care of one of them, and then another one spawned. I took care of another one, then I took care of the other one. Then guess what? Another one spawned right behind me, man. And then I burned inside a wall. Fun gameplay. Fun gameplay. So much fun. For heaven's sake. Let's see if I make it this time. And there was 2 gas last time I died. It's unbelievable. Now there's freaking piglins. Great. Leave me alone. Why? Why are you so annoying? Please, for heaven's sake. Okay, where's my? There's. Leave. Go away. Die. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna die again. I'm gonna die again. I'm just okay. I think the steak is gone. Ooh. Okay. This is so stupid. This is so stupid. I went up here. Dang it. Okay. There's piglins here. We're screwed. Freaking gassed. Lay off, man. Lay off. Jeez. So stupid. I'm done here in the Nether. I am so done. I'm gonna do something more relaxing that will give me XP, because honestly, my stress levels are at a high. So stupid. I freaking hate gas so much. Oh, jeez. Like it's supposed to be a super chill montage, and it turned into chaos. Yeah, I love this game. Okay, I think everything here in the Nether makes sense, but it's still frustrating. This is probably the most frustrating place in the game, especially in the beginning, or even in the late game. Trust me. On the Let's Play, I have died in full netherite armor to piglins. It's so stupid. Oh, I'll catch you guys in the overworld, and hopefully we're doing something a bit more peaceful, because I need it. Ah, this is so much better. I hate the Nether so much. Oh, but you know what? I do enjoy a bit more. Something I haven't done nearly as often as I used to. That's fishing. Get out of the way, you stupid sheep. It's fishing. This is honestly one of my favorite ways of getting XP, and I always forget about it. So, for the next, I don't know, hour in this video, we're gonna fish. And you guys are gonna watch. I'm gonna be super silent and just turn on calming music. Alright, ready? 3, 2, 1, go. I'm just kidding, that's boring as heck. And I've already been fishing for quite a while. I mean, look at all these fish. I almost have 2 stacks of cod, I have almost a stack of raw salmon, all this other goodies. And I've also been murdering mobs at night. So yeah, I got tons of mob heads, which is kind of cool. Can I put this one on? Oh wait, hold on, I gotta put it in the crafter. Bop, bop, bop. Yeah, I got mob heads and all sorts of goodies. But there's a rhyme and reason for all of this. It is because I want to do some enchanting. In this episode, I wanted to get better gear, because this world's already 1,000 days old, and I'm still rocking the iron armor that's also kind of falling apart. it's time to get the good gear and tools and stuff. So, in order to save some money at CLC's brand new shop, we're gonna go see if we can get lucky at the enchanter and maybe get something good on something. This is actually where I got my fortune pickaxe. I don't know if I showed this on camera or not, but before I went to the Nether, I went to get some fortune so I can get more quartz. And fortunately, haha, I ended up keeping it. Oh, someone returned a silk touch pickaxe, I think. That's weird. Oh, I guess CLC's been on. Okay, so when I went to go buy from here, oh my goodness, CLC had made so much profit. Goodness sake. He's probably the richest person on the server at the moment. But there's lots of things I want to buy from here, but some of it's pretty expensive, and you know, justifiably so. It makes sense that some. Oh my goodness, he's making so much money. I want mending, which is 16 diamonds, and protection, and all that good stuff. And it may take a while to get quite a few of those things, but we can make things a little bit cheaper if we go do our own enchanting and get super lucky. Because we could get a maxed out pickaxe or something, or a maxed out piece of armor. Who knows? Hopefully. Ooh, that's tempting. Feather falling. Oh, okay. Prot? Nope. Wrong prot. Nope. Okay. Oh, man. I don't want to. I have to do this, don't I? I have to. Oh. Oh, please don't be something else that's garbage. Please. Here we go. Oh man, you gotta be kidding me. Only prop 4. Only prop 4. Okay, well, I mean, we saved some diamonds, but we've also used a whole bunch of diamonds to make all this stuff. Oh, goodness sake. Am I gonna die? Oh, this sucks! Okay, I did not think that through. Jeez. Okay, let's go see if we can buy anything from CLC's shop. Anything, my guy. I'll be happy with anything. I don't have enough money to purchase anything I need. Fortune and Silk Touch, which he only has Silk Touch at the moment. I don't need... Silk Touch isn't really a priority at the moment. Later on it will be. But sharpness and efficiency, that's one of the things I was hoping to get. Oh, efficiency 5. That is definitely worth 18 diamonds, but I don't have that. We'll need protection. He will need to restock this at some point, so I hope he does. But yeah, that's too expensive for me. And the one thing that I could afford that I was planning on buying was golden carrots. He's already sold out. He's already sold them all, and he did have some in there. But I think he's been making so much money, man. So much money. It's ridiculous. So I think it's time for another good old mining trip. Okay, today I'm recording this part during lunchtime. It's actually almost noon and I'm really hungry. I don't eat breakfast, so let's talk about food. Specifically, lunch. I kind of like my grocery store deli food, to be honest. I like the boneless barbecue chicken. Ooh, let's talk about that. Are you a bone-in or boneless kind of person? Me, personally, boneless all the way, okay? You're gonna think I'm weird for saying that. Listen, I like my food to be easy to eat, not a pain in the butt. Boneless, all I gotta do, fork, stab it, put it in my mouth. Easy. Boneless, you know, I gotta get my hands dirty, I gotta, you know, try to bite the meat off, and then, you know, my hands are all dirty, and then it feels like I'm not getting as much meat. But with boneless, I can also save a little bit of money, because boneless wings, you know, they cost less for some reason. And bone-in wings, they cost more, and you get less. It's ridiculous. Why would you even choose bone-in wings? I don't understand it. Not at all. Well, I guess this montage was less about food and more about boneless and bone-in wings, apparently, because I'm very passionate about that, and I've been given so much crap in the past. Anyways, goodbye! That was probably one of my best mining trips. That is right, we got a lot of diamonds and iron and all sorts of goodies from that one. And I've already smelted it all, and look at my experience, we're at level 28. That means in the next episode, we'll go enchant more gear, and we'll be, you know, using books to enchant the gear, because we have 53 diamonds, and we don't need to make any armor, we don't need to use our diamonds on that, I think we don't need to use our diamonds on anything. Maybe an axe if we get there, but axe is kind of a low priority right now. But yeah, we have tons of diamonds. We got a whole bunch of iron, pretty much doubled it. We have 42 iron blocks, tons of redstone, tons of gold, and glow ink sacks, which is nice. And my head bundle is getting bigger. I got more heads in there, so that's kind of nice. And I got a whole bunch of coal. That's gonna do it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you've made it this far, I really appreciate it. And, you know, if you made it this far and you've enjoyed it, you should subscribe. That'd be cool. That'd be really cool. 300, baby. Let's get there. Let's get it. Why is my skin poking through my armor? Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. Whatever. I don't care. Also, you know, 1,000 blue points if you noticed my hair. That's right. I got a haircut, baby. Wait, what's this? Hold on. What is this? Yo! Whoa! This wasn't staged! This was not staged! Oh, someone brought us dirt! Oh my goodness, I did not see that. I don't know when they did that. Maybe when I was down in the mines. Okay, sweet! I don't know who did this. I bet it was CLC. I bet it was CLC. It was you, wasn't it, CLC? Thank you so much. This is so huge. Oh man, we have so much terraforming to still do. But next episode, we're gonna get back to building. That is right. Anyways, let me know if you guys are enjoying this series, and I will see you in the next one. I hope you have a fantastic rest of your week. See you in the next one. Goodbye.